up, Habs fans? The 2023-24 season is officially complete. Stanley Cup has been awarded. Congrats to the Florida Panthers. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I've been sick for about the past week or so I'm sorry if I don't sound all that great in this video. But let's get into it. The draft has officially been completed, and we all knew what the Habs needed. They needed forwards. They needed goal scoring. And oh boy, did they get it. With the 5th overall pick, the Habs selected Ivan Demidov, right winger / center. He's played both out of SKA St. Petersburg in the KHL. And this is probably the greatest pick in terms of at least forwards the Habs have made since Lafleur. To be honest, this kid has so much talent and potential, and he could be one of the best goal scorers in the league in the future. And I'm not exaggerating by saying that. A lot of draft experts were saying this. There is the issue that he is still in Russia for right now. There still hasn't been any issue with Russian players coming to North America to play. So I don't foresee that being too much of an issue. He really wants to come to North America, and he seems really, really excited to be a Hab, more so than most prospects seem to be. Now, he has, in the KHL, he played 30 games. He got 23 goals, 37 assists for 60 points. He is 6 foot, exactly 192 pounds. He is going to be amazing for the Habs, and I think we all deserve to be very, very excited about this. Now, he is not the only one that was drafted. In the first round, we also got Michael Hage, a center out of the Chicago Steel of the USHL. 6'1", 190 pounds. In 54 games played in the USHL, he has 33 goals, 42 assists for 75 points. Absolutely incredible. I'm excited to see what he can bring. And then, at 70th overall, I think this has to be everyone's favorite pick outside of Demidov, and that is Atus Koivu. Yes, Saku's son. He's playing center out of Finland, 6 foot exactly, 170 pounds, in 28 games played. He has 16 goals, 15 assists, and 31 points. He is not exactly going to be a superstar. I don't think he's even going to get really to the level that his father was, but just a Koivu back in Montreal is always exciting. He had to go to either us or the Ducks. Like, it had to be either us or the Ducks. There was no way around it. Now, after that, at 102nd overall, we got Owen Protz, a defenseman from the Brantford Bulldogs of the OHL. He is 6'1", 214 pounds. In his last 10 games, he has no goals, but 5 assists, which is kind of impressive. For 5 points, a -3 in the plus-minus. Now, can't really do too much with that information as a defenseman, but 6'1", 214 pounds. He's pretty big. I don't think he probably will crack the Habs roster, considering how deep our defensive rookie core is. But we'll have to see what happens with him. At 130th overall, we got Tyler Thrope, a right winger from the Vancouver Giants of the WHL, 6'4", 212 pounds. Last 10 games, he has 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points for a -1. Pretty good there. I can't say too much about the later picks here because I don't know too much about them. At 134th overall, we got Mikas Fikvanis, a goaltender out of HS Riga in Latvia. 6'3", only 159 pounds, catches left. Pretty interesting pick there. The only goaltender that the Habs took. I don't even think he's probably going to come to North America. But a pretty interesting pick there. 166th, we have Ben Merrill, a forward out of Pentington V's in the BCHL. 6'4", 194 pounds. 210th overall, we got Makar Kalin, a right winger out of Dynamo St. Petersburg. 6 foot exactly, 161 pounds. And at 224th overall, we got Rasmus Bergquist, a defenseman out of Skeffield AIK J20. I know I butchered that pronunciation, but that's in Sweden. 6'2", 181 pounds. These lower picks probably aren't going to make it to North America, but it's always interesting seeing. Good gracious, my cats are going crazy. Seeing these picks. Now, in terms of non-draft news, the Habs did extend Slafkovsky for 8 years, which is absolutely amazing. The price is pretty fair considering what we expect him to be. He stays healthy. He is going to look extremely cheap at that price, even if he's like a 60-point overall player, which I see him absolutely crushing that number. But even if he's that is still a fair price for him. 8 years, so we have Caulfield, Slafkovsky, and Suzuki all locked up until 2030. Them and Demidov are going to be lighting up this league, and I cannot wait. Now, in other news, Kovacevic went to the Devils. We got a 4th-round pick back. This is mostly just because of how deep the defense is for the Habs. This is mostly a cap space move. I loved Kovacevic on the Habs, but this is the kind of thing that has to happen when you got to make some moves, figure out who's going to be staying on your NHL roster. Now, with all this, the Habs probably are not going to be very competitive, at least next season. Demidov is probably not going to be in North America until at least the 25-26 season. I mean, otherwise, just hoping to be a bit better. I don't think the tank crowd is really there anymore after getting Demidov. I'm thinking that we're picking around the early 10s, 10 to 15 next season. Don't think they're making the playoffs, but, pretty good overall draft and so far free agency for the Habs. But we'll have to see what happens. Any more news, I'll be here. Blessed be. Go Habs, go.